Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm just going to be showing you how I make chicken soup from scratch. And yeah, so you'll see I just start by making sure I have my clothes covered with an apron and my pots and pans out. And I'm going to use two whole raw chickens, like 5 pounds each, and not expensive at all. I think they like $11, $12. Um, and I like this brand because they already have like the gizzards and guts already packaged up, so I don't gotta touch them. So I'm gonna take them chickens and I'm gonna throw them in the bucket, right? And I want both of them in there at the same time because I'm going to fill that pot up, not to the brim, not even halfway, just to cover the chickens. I'm gonna just put some sink water in there, right? So after I do that, I'm just gonna add some spices to the water that I had put in the chicken. I usually use whatever this is, but it's empty. So I'm just using cinnamon and seasonal salt. Oh, these went really fast. But yeah, pause it if you didn't get it. Yes, but those are, I don't use any other seasonings than the one I've showed you except sea salt. So, I'm just gonna set the timer for an hour and 10 minutes. You could even do it for 45, just boil them for 45, but I like my chicken to fall off the bone, right? So there we go. Y'all, the time has lapsed and we are closer to just getting where we need to be. That's why I like to do an hour instead of 45 minutes because you see how it is still looking like it would be tough to get off the bone right now. So I'm just waiting. Once this finishes up, I'm going to remove that, put it in here, and then debone that little sucker, and then add the rest of the ingredients. So I think I'm going to have some sweet potato I'm going to cut up, as well as some like regular potatoes, and then onions. And then I'm going to add just celery, broccoli. Matter of fact, let me grab those. I'm just gonna add some mushrooms because I can't resist, and then some celery, carrots, as well as some broccoli, and then I'm going to put corn in it because I cannot resist. And then, of course, I'm going to add some tomato elements because I don't know, I like my soup red, so this will add some redness to it. I'm not really a tomato fan, but I like tomato based soups. If it could be all tomato soup, we do that. So, yeah, we just gonna wait for that. And do not mind that we take the handles off because people will knock into it, and I swear to beans, it'll turn on. Like, all I gotta do is flick it slightly. The whole thing will turn on, and then the fire won't come out, but the carbon monoxide will, or whatever. Yeah, it's carbon monoxide poisoning. Whatever comes out of it. My hand was over the speaker that whole time, so I really hope that did not destroy the sound for you guys. And if it did, so yeah, that's so easy to just like kill yourself with that. So we just gonna wait 18 minutes, and then yeah, we got that. I know that I could have already, started chopping these up and things like that. Got a good little knife here. But with this chicken, when you take it out, it be hot. And like the first couple times I made a soup, I was just like, I would take it straight out, put it, and then try to debone it. And like my hands would be burning. So I don't think that's such a good idea anymore. So I'll take the chicken out. I'll put it in the pan, and then I'll leave it there, and I'll cut up my vegetables, wash them, cut them up, and then by the time that is done, that takes like 15-20 minutes. By the time that is done, it'll be at least not as hot as it was, so I'm able to just like rip it, and we'll see some examples of that hopefully. But yeah, so let's do this. I'm kind of just like standing around. I really don't know what to do because, oops, let me put this knife down. I don't know what to do because in between times, I'm just like, all right, not much going on here. Hell yeah. Because we have 15 minutes to spare. So you guys, I don't know me. I'm just fucked up in the head. I still have trouble like feeling and expressing, not even feeling, just expressing myself to people. And I mean, it's been years. I'm done making excuses for myself, and saying like, oh, I've been damaged growing up and this is why I'm not there, because if I were able to whatever, just blaming things on my past. Instead of doing that, I'm just like, all right, the past happened and I lived it. And so what if I felt I wasn't conscious enough to make the decisions I needed? Oh, well, you're conscious enough now. So how are you going to move about it at this present moment? And that's my struggle, especially when it comes to people, because I'm so used to the past and blaming things on my past. I'm like, I'm not going to get to know people. I'm not going to do anything or I'm not going to even fix the relationships I have that are damaged because, I'm damaged and I'm not social enough. So fuck it or forget it. I just want to be different. I suffer from depression heavily. Um, and maybe 70 to 85% of it deals with my social issues and the way I internalize things. And am I trying to work through it? Yes. But I'm definitely regressing. I've definitely found the last couple of months I have allowed myself to do things that are damaging to me, like sleep all day, not eat, not drink any water, and then smoke on top of that, and try to take pills and things like that. So I'm kind of speaking so vaguely and so broadly, and I want to narrow it down because this is a video about depression. Actually, it's a soup video, but I just thought we'd talk a little bit. I'm just sad and I'm trying to work through my depression. I guess I'll start there. And because I don't know where I'm going from here. I'm sad. A lot of it stems from me being lonely, me fucking up in relationships, and me not having, or me being rejected constantly. That plays a big part. Like, I dream about rejection almost every night, and it is so bizarre. Like, why can't I dream about good things? Or like the best dream I've had lately, I was driving a Mercedes, but I was driving a Mercedes to my house that was haunted. It was like, why can't I just have some normalcy within these thoughts of mine? But I definitely want some normalcy in my life, and I want to be able to feel as though I'm connected to myself and the earth before I die. I don't want to just die knowing I'm freaking sad. What I want to do is I want to start exercising because, exercising is just good for everybody. But along with exercise, I want to eat better. Yesterday and the day before that, I downed a 2-liter of soda. So yesterday I had a 2-liter of Pepsi, and the day before that, I think I had a 2-liter of ginger ale. And that's normal for me. That's normal when I am sad and I get depressed. I will allow myself to binge, and on top of that, I didn't eat anything else all day. So I'm just full of a 2-liter soda, maybe a few bottles of water, and some candy. I'm allowing myself to slip into a pocket that I will not be able to escape from, because I want to be small. Like, my body's important to me, and I told y'all I have this disease, so it's like, and I have PCOS, so I get the hair everywhere, as well as me holding on to like residual fat and things like that. And I feel like I just want to be small. I want to have a good weight so that when I am in pain, I'm not hurt. Because, like, I'm telling you, like, my boobs are kind of bigger. So when my skin is flared, it is so heavy and it's like acid pulling at my skin. And that's why I walk with a cane, because when my skin is flared, I'm literally like this. And I can't, and I'll have to like hold my boobs or like wrap them up so I could just sit there, and that's the only thing that feels comfortable. So I'll have my cane just to stand up straight, you know, gotta wobble. I just want to be okay, and I feel like I'm depressed a lot because I'm fat. I don't want to be fat no more. I said I don't want to be fat no more. But I don't have to be. I can be whatever I need to be. And I feel like I'm not creative enough. I feel like my life is spiraling out of control because I'm not creative. I express no type of interest in hobbies and things like that. And that'll depress me because I'm not doing anything. I'm not writing. I'm not reading. I'm not learning. I'm just stagnant. And that will put me into a hole that I cannot escape from. Ooh. So I just need to be more fluid in life. I need just to be more fluid in life. I'm not allowing myself the change I need, and it's so fundamental in order to work through this depression and work through my addictions. And I wanted to find a better word for it, but I cannot. Like, what is the definition of addiction? What is it? Doing something constantly, even though you know it's detrimental to your health and to your whatever. That's me with like the drugs and then the self harm. I will go to extremes because I'm so sad and I can't stop myself. I need it. I just every day I wake up I'm like boom boom boom. These are my list of things that you know I know aren't good for me, but I'm gonna do them. And that also involves like sexual addiction and things like that. And I was really studying up on it. And I'm not saying I have it because I don't want to place any types of things on me that aren't there, but I suffer a lot, okay, with the feelings and the urges, and it's 90% of my life is spent trying to pursue things in order to have sex. I barely have sex, I barely get it, you know. It's the constant pursuit. It's the constant aggressive masturbation, and if I do not orgasm, it hurts. It is painful. Like I feel it, and it distracts me. It's like a feral feeling, and I need to. It's disgusting, and I can't do anything but feed that. I can't do anything but feed the wants of wanting to get high. I will help it, and I am, but I have been allowing myself to succumb to repetitious behavior, and that's why I say I do not want to label it as an addiction. I can't even speak. That is why I say I do not want to label it as an addiction, because I can and I will get out of it. Period. I'm not gonna let things control me and hold me, because I'm the control. I'm king. I'm master. So yeah, I need to get it together. Hi you guys, welcome back to the pre-recorded voice. So now I'm just taking my chickens out of the water. They done boiling, and I'm just gonna let them sit there while I go ahead and wash off some veggies and cut them up, you know, put them back in the pot. Because in the pot, I'm just gonna let those simmer while I take the chicken and put it in there, and then add the tomato-based purees and you know, whatever that is. Then I'm gonna let it simmer on medium for 59 minutes, an hour. It don't matter. You could put it on for an hour and 10 minutes. It don't matter. Okay. Alright, y'all. With that being said, I'm done. Well, that's really all I'm gonna take for you. It's still on low simmering. I had in the last video I had it simmering for 15 minutes. That ended, so I put it back on for 45 minutes on low because it was like on medium. And yes, so that is how I make this, and hopefully help me keep some weight off. I'm gonna eat off of it for like a week, and that's about it. See you later.